Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Last time out, we started completely rebooting the freight network here on the map. We have consolidated our freight services down into several different categories. In fact, let me just get this one up here. So we've got bolster, which is things like, I'll tell you here, logs, marble, oil sand, silver bars, steel, wood, planks, construction materials, stuff like that. Anything that could go on a flatbed, basically. We have got going from here. We've then got minerals, which I'm trying to find. There we go. Minerals. So that is things like iron ore, coal, stone, silver ore, slag, waste, and sand. And then finally, we have perishables, which is anything like coffee beans, fish, meat, alcohol, coffee berries, and food. Now, I believe I've set up all of these lines correctly. We will find out by the end of this episode. Today, we are finishing off this this little side project, if you will. I'm just going to wait for the depot here to open. There we go. We're going to finish off this little side project by finding some wagons that can carry things like machines and tools, of which there was a perfect one. I think it was this one, was it not? Yes, which carries everything except grain. So it carries plastic, machines, tools. It does carry food as well, but we're going to take that off, and goods. And this is going to be the goods trains. I know goods is a commodity as well, but I said this last week. It's going to be for both. And then after that, we are going to set up one for grain and livestock, which is going to use the ale wagons here, which can... not the ale wagons, sorry. Which one is it? Is it the cattle wagon? Yes, it's the cattle wagons. That's why I'm getting confused. These ones here that can carry grain and livestock, and that's how we're going to finish setting up all of this. Before that, though, I'm just looking to see. So there's a tool factory over here. I kind of want some of my freight trains to not start at some of these big freight terminals, which kind of defeats the point of this existing, I suppose. So maybe I should just suck it up and go for it. Maybe we start at Seaford and have one that goes north and one that goes south. Obviously, the freight train right now that runs between Ely and Normanton, and also the one that runs to Totton, we're going to leave those alone for the time being. We will come back and do something with those, but just not today. But yeah, I think I should start messing around with this. So I think the first one I'm going to do is Seaford, all the way around past Maltby, maybe down as far as Downham Wimborne. And then from Downham Wimborne, continue, or maybe even actually New Mills. And then from New Mills, we'll have another train that then goes via Downham Wimborne. I have decided, going to build another triangle, another leg of the triangle here for trains that are leaving New Mills but are stopping at Downham Wimborne. How this is going to work, I'm not 100% certain yet. I'm actually tempted to branch it off. Oh, so this is the old site here. So actually this would be a perfect spot to do this. So I believe it was something along these lines. We're going to turn that on, keep parallel off. There we go. And then this is going to branch off and head around in this direction. And we're going to make this 2-track, no gates needed. Absolutely fine. And then, yeah, from here, you're going to run out like this and then parallel to this. And you're going to stop there for now. Then we're going to turn on the old parallel tracks. And we're going to run this up. And I think we're going to connect it just before this signal here. So we're going to turn to the right again a little bit. Here. And then just up here, you're going to cross over like that. And then we're going to have another track that branches off and for now at least is going to sit like so. And then from here, of course, we're going to have a track that comes around like so. We're going to remove that signal. We might move it down here, actually. Move it down to here. I need the semaphore. There we go. One way, auto sig, no. I'm going to do that. There we are. Now we're going to turn on parallel tracks, and it should be as simple as this. Nice. And then we're going to place down autosig, yes, and we're going to go like that. That's going to place another one there, and I am going to place a third one just before this level crossing here, like that. And then over here, we're going to go with one there. That's going to pop one there as well. And then finally up here, we're going to stick another one down like so. Cool. So this is going to be the new mills down to, let's say, Luton train or something like that. I haven't actually decided how that's going to work yet. But let's start placing down this other line. So we're going to open the lines panel. We're going to grab this. We're going to go from Seaford Freight Terminal. Let's go from platform, actually platform 1. Is that the one I want? Hang on. No, sorry, 5 is the one I want. But we are going to set like, I don't know, 4 and 3 as alternatives as well. Go for it. Then we're going to head up to Maltby, and again we're just going to do this. I'm going to kind of set this up a little bit different to normal, just to try and get this to work a little bit easier. Then Framlingham, and then down here to Scunthorpe, which does require tools. I'm still finding it funny that Scunthorpe doesn't require food. There we go, and then over to Blackburn, which doesn't actually require anything other than goods, which again, interesting. And then finally to New Mills, which is here. And there we go. So it comes in on 7, but I'm going to set 8 and 6 as other ones as well. Out of Blackburn, got to set this up carefully. Let's have a look. So I think on the way out, it's probably going to be platform 4. And on the way back, maybe 2. Scunthorpe, I think it's going to be like 2 on the way out and then 5 on the way back. 4 on the way back. Let's do that. And there we go. So this line here is goods 1. Maybe I'll call it like goods van or something. I don't know. Goods 1 is fine for now. You can always rename it. And we're going to color this. Maybe this color here. Bottom right corner. Okay. And then you are going to carry. What was it? It was plastic. Plastic, machines, tools, and goods. I believe those are the quadfecta. So it's plastic, machine, tool, good. Plastic, machine, tool, and good. Plastic, machine, tools, goods. I don't know what's going to carry mail yet. Probably these as well if they can, which they currently can't. So I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Plastic, machine, tool, good. Plastic, machine, tool, good. Plastic, machine, tools, and goods. And then I think there's one, oh, 2 more. Plastic, machine, tools, goods. And then finally down at Maltby again. Plastic, machine, tools, and goods. Nice. Goods 1, tick. So now we're going to head back to New Mills here. And we're going to set up the second one, which is going to start here at New Mills. Obviously, It's then going to head down to Downham Wimborne via the new line that we just constructed, where it's going to come in on here, probably 3, and then maybe like 2 on the way back. Let's go with that. Also, this comes only on 2, so we're going to have like those 3 there as backups. Out of Downham Wimborne, we're going to scooch along the main line here to M4J Junction, whereby we're going to go through that signal there. On the way back, we're going to go via that signal there. Then we're going to stop at Newton Aycliffe. Like that. Like that. Make sure that this is set up correctly, which it seems to be. I'm going to put you on 3. We could make this one freight station now, and I might do that at some point. I don't know when. At some point. Because we're carrying plastic, we do need to stop at Gravesend. Again, make sure that we are set up correctly. Platform 2 on the way out. 1 on the way back. There we go. Then we're heading down to Hatfield Riverside, where again there's grain and all sorts of things waiting. Now I'm debating terminating this one at Luton, because there is grain from Luton that will then be going up to Seaford. So that does seem like a logical place to do this one. Plus there's goods here as well. So I like the look of that. And again, we're just going to add like loads of random platforms here. Eventually, we're basically going to have a freight train be able to stop at any platform at these stations. But for now, I'm just going to keep it relatively simple. We have still got the issue of trains coming in from the south here can only stop at certain, I think it's the even numbered platforms or the odd numbered platforms. It depends which one the first one is, which is a bit weird. So I might look into that and find out what's going on. I think I've routed these trains right. There might be a couple where I have to reroute them because they're on the fast lines. That's fine. I can live with that. You'd have to excuse me, I've got hiccups at the moment as well. So if I suddenly stop talking mid-sentence, that's why. Right. I'm debating where the next one is going to go after this. This one's going to be quite... you know, goods. We're going to have a lot of goods trains around the network purely because goods, the actual commodity, is pretty much accepted at every single town-based freight station. I think every town in this game has a demand for goods. So there's going to be a lot of that going on. But that's why I wanted to build this network now. So it will obviously dwindle as the train travels along the track. But if you think about it, goods, tools, machines, plastic. Plastic is the only one that doesn't get delivered to towns. All the other ones do. Let's just name this quickly. Goods 2. There we are. Yeah, all the other ones... Oh, I forgot to recolor you as well. My bad. All the other lines... sorry, all the other commodities will get delivered to towns. So plastic is the only one that needs to go somewhere else. And that is worth remembering. So, I mean, like, even, you know, St. Helens and Redruth aren't linked up yet, but when they will be, we'll need another train, and Camelford. We'll need another train that comes out of, probably Maltby, actually, or maybe Blackburn, and that will run down here, and it will stop at all these stations along the way, delivering. I think... Oh, no, maybe not. Yeah, no. Not the case. Sedgefield, I still actually need to build that line over to Redruth as well, or St. Helens. I can't remember which. I think it was St. Helens actually we were heading over to. Right, next one then. So out of Luton, we're going to have another train that goes round this way, and it will stop at Wimborne and Stockton and all of those places. That's going to be goods 3. We're going to have another one that comes down via Bridgehouse, and again, there's no freight platforms here yet, so it's going to go down via Holsworthy, which it will need to both drop off plastic and pick up goods. So that's useful. I think at this point actually it'll pretty much stop at every station on that line. So we're going to have 2 new lines out of Luton. I'm just looking at how busy this is all getting. Last week I said, you know, don't worry about how busy it is. It's all going to get sorted out once we start you know, adding and removing trains and stuff. But the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking, actually, bloody hell, this is going to get very, very busy very, very quickly. I hope I have thought this out properly, but we will see. There is only one way to find out at the end of the day. Luton here is going to get more freight platforms added to it in the future as well. Maybe a dedicated freight line that's going to run down here to Wimborne and onwards. Also, I've done that wrong. 1 second. Literally just said about the new system. Completely forgot to do the new system. There we go. Wokingham, not once but twice. On the way out, stops at 2. That's fine. On the way back, it's going to stop at 1. So this one is, I think you've pretty much guessed where this one's going by now. It's going to either Egham or Crayford. I think this one's going to be the Egham. Although Poulton needs linking up as well. So that's going to be interesting. We need to do that. There we go. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I suppose. Easingwold not connected up yet. Neither is Hungerford, Richmond 2. So I guess this one is going to go down this way. We're obviously going to stop at Crayford West. 1 on the way out, 2 on the way back. And actually, I think this one I'm going to have go down to Poulton. Because we have no trains right now. No freight trains that go down to Poulton. And we do have goods and tools down here. So I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. We've got 1 there, but we'll have 2 as a backup. Sure. And you, as with all the others, you're going to carry plastic, machines, tools, goods. Plastic, machines, tools, goods. Plastic, machines, tools, and goods. Plastic, machines, tools, goods. And you get the idea. You get how this works now. What I'm not sure of is what I'm going to do with the Egham train. I'm going to have a look at the map in a second. We might just go via... Actually, I have an idea. Maybe. Oh, I don't know. I was going to say we'll run via Marston, Mortain and places like that, but I really don't know how that's actually going to benefit anybody. Am I right? Is there plastic and stuff down here? Is there any tools or anything we're going to be picking up? Or is it literally nothing? I think there's a... Something tells me there's a goods factory down here, but I could very much be wrong. That's goods 3 done anyway. Do we have anything down here? I think we're just dropping off. We will pick up grain from down here, of course. And there is actually... actually, yeah. There is a... Poulton to Seaford cargo ship here. So, actually... I don't need to stop any trains, really, down here if I don't want to. Because the ship will take care of the majority of that. And I completely forgot that existed. Which, now suddenly I feel a lot better about that whole setup. Which is nice. Lymington then. Down to Egham. And there we go. That's that side sorted as well. Egham North. It's coming in on 4. But we'll set the other 3 platforms as well. And again, we'll do the plastic, machines, autosave, tools and goods, plastic, machines, tools, goods, plastic, machines, tools, and goods. Nice. And then finally, so this was goods 3, wasn't it? Yes. So now finally for this one, we need to do goods 4, which, as you've guessed it, is going to run from Luton and stop at pretty much every station down to Crayford. New line. Luton. Set the colour. We'll set the name. Goods 4. Scroll back up to it, wherever it's gone. There it is. So you're coming in on 3. So I'm going to leave that for a second. Just to make sure that we are okay. Stop at Bridge House twice. Down here to Holsworthy Freight Terminal twice. Now Holsworthy itself twice. And then, what's next? Rothwell. Oh, actually, there is a whole other class that I've forgotten still of train, which we'll come back to. In fact, that will be the next one after this, I reckon. And then we'll do grain and livestock last. Because that'll be a big boo-boo if I forget the obvious one. Like, massive boo-boo. Crayford, yeah, you come in on 1, we can also come in on 2. Crayford's going to be an exceptionally busy station, and this is one of the ones I'm nervous about. We can add more platforms, but it will involve destroying parts of the town, which I'd rather not do, but needs must sometimes. Yeah, the alternative is we just don't run as many trains along this branch, which is a possibility. Plastic, machines, tools, goods. I think everything's connected up here. Hereford, I don't think has a connection, actually, thinking about it. Plastic, machines, tools, goods. Plastic, machines, tools, goods. Plastic, machines, tools, goods. And I've also, right now, not included like little branch line trains as well. So, as an example, so Minerals 1 is the one that goes to the iron ore and the coal mine. And then it does stop at Newton Aycliffe, I believe. Or if it doesn't, it's about to unload a little bit there. Actually, no. I think I will keep the one that I was about to use as an example. The existing Newton Aycliffe Minerals train. That's an example there of a branch line service. Another one would be picking up livestock from somewhere nearby Harrow and delivering it up to, I think it's Harrow, it might be Hereford. We'll find out in a second. There are probably lots of industries that I'm failing to connect up right now, but we will fix those as and when, because I'm kind of doing this off of memory right now, but if there are any that I have missed, I will go and amend those. The one I was talking about, so we've got this Hereford Meat Processing Plant. We also have, is it connected to, oh yeah, here, Hereford Sidings. So actually that kind of works. Maltby Livestock is one of the trains that I was referring to. And I think what I might do here is rebuild this as a through station. So this one here, remove this existing one, rebuild it as a through station, link it up to this line, and then have that train go through here, because it's going to be the one that carries grain and livestock. And I think that will be a good way around that problem, which will be nice. We'll do that in a second. The other category that I completely forgot about was tankers. We need to get some tankers going. So we need to look at places where fuel or oil is used. So here, for example, we're using oil. So I think New Mills as well is another one that has oil. And there's down here, there's oil as well at Framlingham. I believe oil is unloaded here, right? Yeah, oil and what's P? Plastic, that's the one. So oil will get taken here and then plastic will get brought back. So yeah, a tanker train of some sort. That one I'm tempted to have maybe just 2 trains. One that goes from, this is a really big map to scroll these days. One that goes from, say, trying to get down there quickly, either Egham or Poulton. And again, it's more likely to be Egham because Poulton has the boat. So I'm thinking Egham, which does need fuel. So maybe one that goes from here all the way up to Maltby via the west coast, and then have one that goes from Maltby down to Crayford via the east coast. That, I think, would be a good way to do this. I I reckon that's the best way of doing it. I don't know. In all honesty, we'll find out. And then, yeah, stop at crucial locations. I nearly lost how to speak then. That would have been funny, wouldn't it? So also the one from... oh, no, they do both have to go through Luton, really, as a connecting point. Maybe not. Maybe the one that goes via the west coast goes up to Wokingham and then up that way, and they just meet up at Maltby. That's not a bad idea. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Although New Mills isn't linked, and then neither's Downham Wimborne. Unless we do a couple of reversals, which is possible. Or is it? Okay, maybe 3. Maybe 3 tanker trains. Let's do 3. And I'll show you how those are going to work in a second. So let's go like this. You're going to be tanker or tankers 1. Down near the bottom. There it is. What colour's good for tankers? Purple, top corner. Sure. Maltby Parkway. Now we're going to skip out Framlingham on this journey. We are going to stop at Scunthorpe. We're going to stop here twice. Then we're going to skip out Blackburn. So our next stop after that is going to be Wokingham, which is all the way down here. Again, eventually we'll add St Helens and stuff like that to the journey. I believe this works. We can get into platform 1. I guess we're just going to have to do wrong line running for this little section here, because we can't get from this platform across. It's not the best way of doing it, but it's fine for this, I suppose. From Wokingham, we are going to stop at Stockton. Again, just lost the will to speak there. That's good. Stockton on the way back, we're going to stop at 2. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Then missing out Easenwald. Going straight through Richmond. Crayford is the next stop here. Here we are. And then missing out Ulverston. So the next stop after that is going to be Lymington. Yeah, some of these wayside stations are going to get exceptionally busy. And then down to Egham. Ha. Again, we'll just choose some random platforms here. And then down here at Egham, we'll choose just the other platforms, because why not? So you're going to carry anything that goes in a tanker, which is crude oil, oil, and fuel. My phone's doing cartwheels at the moment. I don't know why. I'm not usually that popular. Crude oil, oil, fuel. Whoops. Crude oil. Is that crude oil, actually, or is that oil? That is crude oil. And then that's oil, and that's fuel. So I was right. Whew. It's a relief. That one, that one, that one. Of course, another way of restricting myself here is to use vehicles that can only carry certain things. And you could argue with tankers, I don't need to tell it to not carry logs, because you can't carry logs in a tanker wagon. But I'm just doing this so that if in future I do accidentally upgrade the wagons or whatever, the line will know. You know, here especially, don't pick up coal. You know, just pick up oil or fuel or whatever it might be. That's why I'm doing this. You know, it's a really roundabout way of doing it, I know, but it's fine. It's harmless at the end of the day. Right. Crude. Oh. Try that again. There you go. Crude. And then normal. And then fuel. Down, down, down. Crude. Oil. Fuel. And then finally this one here. crude, oil, and fuel. Okie dokie. So that's tankers 1 done. Now we've got to do tankers 2, which is going to be the little short one that I was talking about. That's going to run between New Mills and Maltby via all these other stations along the way. And it is going to be an all-stopper, this one. So it's going to stop at Framlingham. It's going to stop at Blackburn. Here we go. Maltby Parkway. You are tankers 2. There we go. Scroll down. Tankers 2. Select. Top right corner there. Nice. So out of Maltby Parkway here, you're going to go down to Framlingham. Stop twice. Apparently we can't get there from here. Let's do that then. Have I done... Oh, hang on. Let's go back to Maltby and find out what the hell I've done wrong here. It's for one of the bay platforms. Is that what I've done? Ah, okay. So in that case, let's go from like, I don't know, 6 maybe. And then to Framlingham. I think we can get across. Or maybe we can't. Not from 6, no. In that case, 1. Sure. And then, actually I think whatever one I was in before, 4 is fine. It's just it can't go from Framlingham back. That was the problem. So down to Scunthorpe. Oh, hello. I don't know what that notification was, but I'm not supposed to get them whilst I'm playing. Scunthorpe, down to Blackburn. There we go. And then Blackburn to New Mills Freight Terminal, which is all the way over here. And then New Mills Freight Terminal to New Mills itself, which I probably should do with... If there's a perishables train that comes this way as well, I should probably use it for that too. Eventually we are extending the New Mills line here to connect up to Seaford. And then at that point we can start messing around again. There's fish waiting here. Where's the... Oh, the fishery's there. Okay. That makes sense. I need that one, and that one. All ticked. And this is going to be... Oil. Oil. Fuel. Again, you can see just how many stops there are on this line. It's crazy. That's why I've split these up into kind of regions. Each region sort of dedicated to a main line. And it just so happens we've got enough terminus stations around the map, or at least enough freight terminals around the map, that we can make this worth it, really. Justifiable. Oil, oil, fuel. Oil. Oops. Oil, fuel. Oil. Oil, fuel. Like so. And scroll down. Here we go. So that's tankers 2 done. Now there are other trains that need to come over here now. So tankers 2 comes to here, but I believe, is it perishables? Is there a perishables that comes into here? There isn't actually, which is worrying. So I might have to get a perishables train from New Mills directly to Blackburn, because I'm sure there's one here. Yeah, there's a perishables 3. So perishables 4 could just be a shuttle. Goes from Blackburn to New Mills and back. I don't think... I did stop at New Mills here, didn't I? With tankers. Yeah, cool. Just checking, because I've just realised there is actually a fuel refinery down here, and there's also oil wells and stuff like that. So yes, would be good if I set that up, which I have. Which for once, I pat myself on the back for actually doing something properly. Do we need to stop at Seaford Freight Terminal with this tankers train? I don't think we do. I think we can just go straight through, which is cool. So this is going to be tankers 3. What's going on here? So you can't get from New... Oh. Is there only one crossover? I think there might be... Actually, no, there are 2 crossovers. What's the problem here, then? Why can't you get back to... Is it this bit? That can get across there, and then that can get across there and across there. Let's try another platform here and see if that's the problem. Or if I change that to 1. Oh, was it the second platform was the problem? Maybe. I don't know why that's not working between New Mills and the freight terminal here. Is it just that that's the issue? It is just that that's the issue. I don't get that. One sec. This isn't a one-way signal, so that's not the issue. You can cross over there, so that's fine. Where's platform 1 at New Mills? Platform 1 at New Mills is that one. From there, surely you just reverse... Ah. Ah-ha-ha. Okay. Yeah, there isn't a crossover there. So platform 2 is the one. At New Mills, it is platform 2. And then we untick that one because it couldn't connect the alternative termini. That's fine. Eventually, yeah, I'll sort this out some other time. No worries. Back up to Maltby then for the line down to Crayford, and then we can look at the final part of all of this new setup, and then we can start looking at adding some trains. So you are tankers 3. Scroll down. There we are. Top right corner there. Platform 5. That is not right. I want, like, I don't know, platform 4, and we'll have 3, 2, 1 as alternatives. Maltby, again, feels like a very small freight terminal now, and I can't make it any bigger without moving this, which I have a feeling I'm going to end up having to do, which is a little bit of an inconvenience, but what can you do? Up here then to Seaford, where we stopped twice. I don't know if it's going to recognise that it needs to change platforms in a second. Oh, it actually did. That's cool. Hopefully it's done it correctly. Hereford is done. Then we're going to go via this line here, which is that one there and that one there. Which way are we going? I think we're actually going to go... Oh, have we stopped? Can I still see Tankers 1 this way? Yes. Where does Tankers 1 go? Maltby, Stockton. Oh, you go... we will need another one because you go this way, don't you? And you go to Wokingham. Although... Is that because you come from... Actually, you are wrong. So after Scunthorpe, your next stop should be down in Wimborne. There we go. And then before Scunthorpe, you should go to Down in Wimborne. And then after Down in Wimborne, your next stop should be, well, you go via the tracks here. There, and then via this line here. And then you are going to go to... Do we stop at Gravesend? I don't think we need to stop at Gravesend. I think we sort that out in a second, but you definitely need to stop at Hatfield. Again, I just want to check. This is the only tankers line here, isn't it? Yeah. Hatfield Riverside Airport. Then to... I guess we skip out Luton Freight Terminal and we just go to Luton here. I guess. And then you go to Wokingham. And then that fixes that problem we had at Wokingham, which is cool. do that, that. And then that. That. And then that one, and that one. Cool. And then on the way back, after Wokingham, you then stop at Luton. Then Hatfield, which is all the way over here. And then skip out Gravesend. But we go via this line. And then via this line. To down in Wimborne. Okay. Could be worse. Oil, fuel. Oil, fuel. And then oil, fuel. Alright, back to Tankers 3 then. So we get to Seaford. We come through... Wait. Oh yeah, sorry. That is right. So we come through here. We skip out... Oh, yeah, no. Sorry, I've just remembered what I was going to do with all this. So yeah, we come down to Chipping Norton now. But on the way back from Chipping Norton, we use the flyover here, which means we go up and over, and we use that signal there as a waypoint. Cool. So Chipping Norton twice, then we come down to Gravesend twice. Like so. Then down to Bridge House. And then to Holsworthy, where we don't need to stop at the freight terminal, I don't believe. So the next stop after that is Holsworthy itself. Then it's Rothwell. And then I guess it's... oh no, Conisbrough. That's the other one. Then it's Crayford. Boom. Lovely. This is probably the longest one, actually, in terms of stops. Number of stops. Maybe. And I'm now debating what to do for the grain train, because there's a lot of grain across the map here, and there's also a lot of livestock now moving around the map. So I might have to make some variations, maybe? I don't actually know. That's a good question I'm going to have to solve in a second. Scroll down. I feel like the game is getting very sluggish now. The devs recently put out a like an update for what they're working on at the moment, and I don't think they're adding any new features now after the spring update, which is still incredible, by the way. I think next on the to-do list they said was optimization, which sounds perfect to me. And one of the things I really liked that they said was they're going to try and reduce loading times for when you're loading up a save game, which is right now with this map. I hit continue on the main menu, and then I could literally go away and, you know, watch a YouTube video, like a 10-minute YouTube video, come back and it's still loading. So that would be nice if they could speed that up. I don't know whether that's going to work for existing games or whether it's going to be new games only. In which case, you know, this map is relatively through its lifetime now. I think really we've connected up quite a lot of towns and cities together. I kind of just want to play it out and see how the map will evolve through the years. So when we bring in the full age of electrification and things like that, what's going to happen? That would be the interesting experiment. But for the most part, I think the main building on this map is pretty much done. It'll be like consolidation and rationalization and all sorts of, you know, little things like that. I'm kind of talking right now to just fill time whilst I tick all these things. And I'm getting RSI on my wrist, which is lovely. I'm sure you guys wanted to know that, of course. Let's keep going down this list. We're almost there, I think. Hang on, before I commit to saying that, let's just have a look. If it fits on one screen, which it just about does, then we're fine. This is going to be so cool to watch it all working, though. I'm looking forward to that. Now, I could use Line Manager to control all of this. I'm not going to start with. I'm going to do most of it manually. Maybe a couple of the lines I will use the renaming trick. So putting the rate in the name of the line just to get Line Manager to control that. But I think for the most part, it's going to get clogged up to all hell if I try and let Line Manager run it. So I think I might have to do it manually. Also, I want to do test runs of most of these lines, which I'll do off camera. I won't subject you guys to that. Just so I can see that all these lines do in fact work. They're going where they're supposed to. You know how it is. Alright. Tankers 3 is done. And I think that's the last one for tankers, right? I don't think I said there was another one. I'm pretty sure this is it. So finally, grain and livestock. That is the last set of lines that we're using today. And this one is arguably going to be the busiest in terms of where it stops. Because we've got grain pretty much going everywhere. It's also going to be one of the more direct ones because we don't need to stop at, Wokingham. We don't need to stop at St. Helens. Not that we can anyway, but you know what I mean. So let's start at our tried and trusted location of Maltby. And I'm debating here. I don't think we have any reason. Framlingham does have grain dropped off. Okay, let me think about this actually because, first thing I'm going to do is down here at Hereford, I'm going to rebuild this station here. So if I just take this line for a second, manage vehicles, all of you sell, which I did say I wasn't going to do before, but I've changed my mind. The meat train here, we are going to leave for the time being. Or are we? No, I think we are. What I'm going to do is remove that, remove this, and I'm going to build a new freight station. We'll go with like 3 tracks. We'll make it 240. Overhead wires, no. I am actually going to make this... Wait, do I want 240 or do I want 280? I might try and go 280 and see if I can squeeze it in. What am I looking for? That. See if I can squeeze it in here. I think we're actually colliding with the tunnel below here. So I'm almost tempted to move it down to this side. But then we're going to have to build a bridge over there, which we can do. That is very much doable. If I just rotate this around. I don't like it there. I've decided I don't like it there. If I could get it to climb up the hill and maybe stick it sort of... Where can I put it? There. There. Okay, let's do that. Now hopefully you've got the same name. Yes, good. We'll rebuild these tracks, which is probably not going to let me do because of... Oh, hello. I will see. Or maybe it will. There we go. It's a bit twisty here, but it's fine. I'm just going to wait for the autosave to finish, which would be something else that would be nice if they could optimize that a little bit more. Although that one wasn't too bad. That didn't take too long, that one. We're not quite done yet, of course, but it wasn't too bad, that one. Come on, game. There we go. Turn off parallel tracks for a second. Going to build a crossover here, of which this one here is going to become a double slip. Nice. Now we've got to build the other end here, which again I think is very much doable. It's just going to be twisty. There we are. Any second. There we go. Build. And a similar thing with this bit. Come out and we'll make it a double slip. Oops, there we are. Signals. Auto sig no. And you're going to go there. I think that's about 400 meters to the next one, which is fine. This is actually rusty track I'm using here, so I should probably swap this. Oops, that's the wrong thing. There we are. There we are. This side could probably do the same thing actually. No harm. Get it all the way down to there. There we go. And then auto sig no. Place that one. I guess I don't want to signal there because that will block things. So this is all connected up again. So we've got Harrow livestock, which we are going to remove in a second. Because actually this new line is going to replace that, which would be nice. Fish needs to get delivered here though. So where's the perishables line that runs through here? Perishables 3. Yeah. So after Hereford, running south, you are going to stop here as well. I've got to remember what you carry. Berries, fish, meat. Oh, you do actually carry... Yeah, of course you do. Meat, alcohol, coffee beans, and food. So it's going to be that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And that one. Okay, and then on the way back, before Hereford, you're going to stop here again. What's complaining right now? It's probably the line, actually, which makes sense. You are going to stop at 3 on the way back, because why not? Like that, like that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Something tells me this is going to be the line itself. Harrow Livestock actually has a problem here. What is that then? I mean, the line's going to be gone in a second, so we might as well just sell the trains now. They're really old trains too, so... yeah. Alright, Harrow Livestock, manage line. Bye-bye. And Maltby Livestock, manage line. And bye-bye. Cool. So yeah, for the lines here, it's grain and livestock that we're carrying, so we're probably going to have to do it in halves again, but maybe meeting down here along the way. So I don't think we need to go this way, do we? That's oil into plastic, and then there's no grain. There is a grain to plastic there, and there's an alcohol distillery there, but there's nothing we can drop it off at Camouflage. Although there is actually, there's the tram, so that does tie into what I was planning to do here anyway, I think. Maybe not actually, because we'll have to reverse it down in Wimborne again, unless we add a dedicated. Let's just add the first one in, and we'll go from there. So once again, Maltby seems to be our base. There. And you are grain train 1. Obviously grain train is grain and livestock, but for this we're just going to call it grain train. Let's go with this colour, because that's kind of maize colourish, which I think is what we're looking for. So after Maltby, first stop is going to be Seaford. Then Seaford Freight Terminal. Then we skip Hereford because there's nothing worth picking up here, but we do stop at Hereford South. Then we come across here to Harrow Annex, which is where we're going to pick up some livestock from. Now, at Harrow Annex, yeah, we're going to keep coming south here. We're going to go via that signal and that signal. Now, what are we doing here? Are we going via Chipping Norton? I don't think we need to. Although there is grain there. As there is at Gravesend. So, possibly we stop at both? I'm debating this right now. Okay, I think I have an idea. I think it would be cool actually if we could have got from Hereford South up to New Mills. But I think after Harrow Annex, I think we actually reverse to New Mills, and then maybe we loop around to Downham Wimborne, but then that kind of defeats the point. Actually, no, this one doesn't reverse. This one doesn't reverse. So after Harrow Annex, we come down and we're going to stop at Chipping Norton and Gravesend. We probably don't need to stop at Chipping Norton, but we're definitely going to stop at Gravesend. Then we come down here, we skip Bridge House, we skip what's that one? Holsworthy, of course it is. We skip Holsworthy here as well. We skip Rothwell, because I don't think there's any... Oh, there is a food... Actually, yes, we are going to stop at Rothwell. Let me just check Holsworthy. Yeah, there's nothing involving grain or livestock there. Then we come down and we skip Conisborough, and we terminate at Crayford. Easy. Right. So you load up with grain, livestock. That's very easy as well. Grain, livestock. Grain, livestock. Grain, livestock. Grain, livestock. And you get the idea. There's grain and there's livestock. And we do that all the way down the list. Grain, livestock. Grain, livestock. And then the final 4. Oops. I'm an idiot. Grain, livestock. Grain, livestock. And grain, livestock. Good. Next one then. We're actually going to start this one just somewhere else for the sake of being different. Now, do we need grain and or livestock? Yes, we do. Down at Egham. So this here is going to be grain... Was it grain train? I called it. It was that colour. Grain train 2. Nice, same colour. So from Egham, do we need to stop at Lymington? Yes, because there's a grain farm there. Cool. And then up past Ulverston. Now we do have grain and stuff down here as well. So I think I'm going to have maybe a little grain train that shuttles between Crayford and Poulton. Just to deal with that. But otherwise, from here, do we stop at Bridge House? No. So from here it's over to Luton. And then from Luton it's to Hatfield. And then from Hatfield... Do we need to stop at Hatfield? I don't think we actually do, but I might do it anyway. I really don't think we do need to stop at Hatfield. So I'm going to not stop at Hatfield. So, Luton. The next stop after Luton is Gravesend. Of which I think that's where we need to go. Gravesend Harbour. Then we go via Newton Aycliffe Harbour, like through this bit. So it's that one, and it's that one. Then it's where are we? This one, and it's that one. The station appears consecutively twice. Oh, it's Gravesend. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, from here we go up to Downham Wimborne, where we're going to do the reverse. So from here we're going to go along this line to New Mills, and then from New Mills we're going to reverse to Blackburn, because I believe, yep. Oh Christ, that was heart-stopping then. Genuinely thought my game had crashed. And then from Blackburn, do we need to stop at Scunthorpe? I don't think we do. There is an alcohol. I'm going to skip Scunthorpe for now, but we are going to stop at Framlingham because there is an alcohol distillery. Is that what it is? Whatever that is, which does go from Framlingham. There's also grain there as well. And then the final stop up here at Maltby. Now, what have I forgotten? Knowing me, probably everything. Probably everything and literally everything. Again, easy to set up. Grain, livestock. Grain, livestock. The exciting bit's coming up in a second, guys, because we're actually going to put some trains out on these lines, which is incredibly exciting. Now, last week I said about moving trains across from existing lines, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is clean slate. I'm tempted, or maybe just taking one train from each line, existing line that is, moving it across to a new line, and then redoing the I don't know is the long and short of it. I just don't know. Whoops, not that. That and that. There we go. Probably could set it to carry fish, and then it'll just get deleted once the line starts anyway, but still. There we go. What was that little shuttle I just said about? Was that was down to Poulton, wasn't it? So I'll probably set that one up quickly as well before I forget. And then we are truly set up 100% for new freight runnings. So I don't believe I've left anything off. Knowing me, I probably have. Like I said, the Ely, Normanton, Totton line, that will get sorted some other time. Sometime in the future, when I can be bothered, I'll come back and I'll redo that. If I zoom out a little bit more, look at all those lines. Wow. This map, there are times where it doesn't feel very big at all. And then there are times where it feels absolutely humongous. There we go. Poulton the Fylde. Up to Crayford. And back. So you are... I'll do all the colouring and stuff in a second. Here, I'm just going to say, like that one especially, go where you want. This one, I don't think I can. No, I can't. Can't reverse it, annoyingly. So you are Grain Train 3. Okay, let's look at trains then. So the easiest way to do this would be to just sell them all and start again. But I do want to try and keep as many of the locos at least as possible. But I think I am just going to sell and start again, to be honest. So, you know, food loop here, for example. Manage vehicles. Grab them all. Sell them all. There we go. And then manage line. I think we can just get rid of it. I think. So we got bolsters. We got all that stuff. Malt beater new mills freight. Should be able to just sell this one as well. Sell all the vehicles. The money's going up a lot from this, which is nice. Get rid of you. Anything else? I mean, there's loads more. Malt beater Totten. That's one of the existing ones. That's one of the, sorry, branch line ones. So we're going to leave you. Can I make this box bigger? No. Sadly not. Normanton to Ely as well. That's one of the existing ones. Oh, also, that says mineral freight, whereas all the other ones don't say that. So I'm going to change those as well. The names. Again, I'm not going to do that right now. Perishables, perishables. Seaford to Poulton Goods. Manage line. Get rid of. And then tankers, tankers, tankers. Nice. So that bit there is all clean. Seaford now. Seaford Freight Terminal. Pin you for a second. So we've got Seaford to Holsworthy, grain and plastic. Sell. Manage line. Where are you? There. There you go. And then Seaford to Holsworthy Goods. Sell. Remove that one. And then there was one at the bottom. Seaford to Luton Goods. Again. Sell. Excuse me. There's those hiccups again. Manage line. Get rid. Nice, nice. Cool. Hereford. I don't think Hereford here would have anything that's not supposed to come through. Nope. I think the only other places, Holsworthy and Luton would be the only other place. Or maybe New Mills as well. Yeah, you got Gravesend to Downham Market grain. Now, where do you go? Obviously, you come out of New Mills. Go via Harrow. And down to Gravesend here. Which is going to be sorted out in a second, so that's fine. You can... Oops. You can go. I'd forgotten I'd extended that one to New Mills, actually. That's interesting. So again, if I select New Mills now, it should be everything that's supposed to be there. Yep. Cool. Is that an autosave kicking in? I think it is. Downham Wimborne. Anything from here that's not supposed to be here? Nope. Newton Acliff. Yes. But we're going to leave that minerals train. That's fine. Oh god, what's going on here? Gravesend Harbour. That's fine. Hatfield, do we have anything terminating here? Nope. So then Luton. Yeah, Egham to Luton Goods. Luton to Crayford Freight. Those are the only two, actually. That's not too bad. So there go the Q1s, they're called. Forgotten already. It's not good either, is it? Go to that line. And then down to this one. Sell the vehicles. And then here, manage line. And get rid of that one. There is one other line that I'm going to leave for now, which is the Bridge House to Richmond shuttle. Yeah, the Richmond Goods shuttle. I'm going to leave that just as is. We've got Gravesend to Crayford food here as well, which I think I am going to also get rid of. Like so. I don't think there are any others around this area. So the final one to look at is Holsworthy. Of which I think we're fine. Richmond again, the goods one here. Which what do you actually carry? Just construction materials. Is that all you're set up to carry? I can't actually remember. I know you can carry other stuff too, and I'm sure you will once we get going. For sure. Crayford, I could check what's down here as well. That one's all fine. Whoops. Poulton. Just Grain Train 3, because everything else is being brought in by boat. And then Egham. Yeah, cool. Right, I think we start from Richmond right now. And I think... Oh, God, if I zoom in a little bit. So what runs through here? That's a question. Ones that I can see... and only rail. So Bolster 3, Goods 3, Grain Train 2, Mineral 4, Perishables 2, and Tankers 1, I think that says. Yeah. Let's pin you for a second. I think I can just do that. Let's grab this depot over here. Buy vehicles. Can I move... I'll make this bigger or smaller or... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Any cargo type. Steam. Sort by tractive effort. Preferably at the top. I guess we have to scroll down. So what have we got? There's the O2, which I think is a passenger loco, is it not? Oh no, this is a freight engine, but it's not GWR. And I want GWR. Or at least Southern. So we can go for the Q1. What are the differences here? Basically nothing. One's in Southern, one's in BR. And why they're not like this, I don't know. Let's grab one of you. Nice mogul. We all love a mogul. Let's do minerals first. So something can carry coal. I can't remember what wagon we based it off. I think it might have been this one. The open wagons. I think we'll go with the 5-plank open wagons here. And I think I'm going to go with like 200 meters. Which I guess is going to be there. And then I'm going to turn off any cargo type. And I'm going to scroll. Whoops. And we're just going to go type. Or we're going to go running cost. That's probably going to be the better way of doing it. And we're going to go all. And up here somewhere. There it is. Here's a brake van. And we're going to go with that type. Bang on 200 meters. I'm going to buy just the one for now. I'm going to stick you on mineral freight. I think it's mineral freight 4, right? I don't know if I can shift. Nope. I think it's mineral freight 4. Yeah. There we are. Okay, first one done. Now we're going to do basically the same thing. I don't know what's going on with that. Close that. Probably a mogul again. Wherever the mogul's gone. I could just search, can't I? we are. Mogul. Let's get, I don't know that one. Cargo. Oh, come on. So next we're going to do probably bolster. That was the logs, wasn't it? This one. And we'll go with 60 miles an hour. It's 45. So we'll go with the 60. Unfitted. I guess unfitted. Can hold 12 of whatever it is we're carrying. Again, we'll go for 200 meters as a target. 190. Any cargo type. All. Search by running cost. 199. Whew. Just about fits. And you're going to go on bolster 3. There we are. Now we're going to go with goods. So actually, I could just do this. Keep the same loco for now. Any cargo type, we want one that can carry goods. And I think it was this one here, right? Yes. And it was that type. Again, we'll go for 200 meters for now. Trying to play it safe. 194, no. Take one off. There we go. And all. And this one. And we'll go with this type just to break the colour up a little bit. And you are goods 3. Then, perishables, I suppose. I think for perishables, we will go with the Q1. And we'll go in Southern Black. Cargo. Get rid of this. Perishables. So that was like fish and stuff, wasn't it? And for that, we're going to go with the ale wagon. 60 miles an hour, so that's all good. Again, 200 meters. Play it nice and safe. 184, there we are. Select all, any cargo type. Go with the BR grey for this one. You are perishables. Perishables 2. Now we've got grain train and then we've got tankers. We'll go with... What else have we got? I don't want to keep going with the same ones. I think a large prairie would be good for tankers, so I'm going to do that one now. Maybe this or that one. That looks good. Cargo. Oil. Crude oil. There we go. So we've got the tank car here. Or there's the generic British goods one. Or there's this tank car. I think I'm going to go with this tank car. Purely because we haven't got any modded ones that can carry crude oil. Apart from this one. But I don't want to use that one. So we're going to go with this one. 188. That's fine. All. And we'll go with that type of brake van. These can carry a lot. A lot of stuff, which is good. Tankers. There we are. And then finally for this bit, we got the grain train, which is going to be... I think this one is going to be a mogul. That one, and then we're going to go down to this. Nice and simple. Get rid of that. Cargo type, it's going to be livestock. That's easier. Cargo here, and then down, 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 down. It's not the ale wagon, it's the British and cattle wagons. There we are. And you get this type, are we? Or this one? This one. And again, 200 meters for now. We can always add more on if necessary. 185, perfect. And I guess we'll just go with the grey one. Boring grey. Gotta wait for autosave now, my goodness. I think I'm going to end the episode after setting this train off anyway, and then I'm going to go up to Maltby off camera, and I'm going to set the rest of the trains going. I think that'd be the better way of doing it, because otherwise we'll be here for like another hour, and I've already been going for an hour and 20, and I think that's plenty long enough. So, any second now, there we are. Did I mean to click that? No, did not mean to click that. I meant to click this one. Add. There we are. Now I click this. Now I do this. And then you are on Grain Train 2. And there we go. So the only one missing now from here is Richmond to Maltby Express, which is going to get rerouted and stuff anyway. So more on that at a later date. But that will do it for this episode, guys. Like I said, next time out, we'll... well, I'll have gone up to Maltby, which I might as well start doing now. And I'll get the rest of these trains running so that we can... I think this is all of them up here now from Maltby. Seaford as well, of course. I'll check that out as and when. If I just grab you. Also grab you still. Yeah, this will give me a much better idea as to what I'm missing, which is cool. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series so far. Drop those comments down below. Let me know your ideas for future episodes, what you think of this freight rethink and all that good stuff. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, and until next time, I will see you soon.